It will be nice. So it's interesting. We started out with this 2 days ago and I was first. So there are a lot of city clerks, and I gotta say there's another side of the story that the rest of us could tell. I hear everything, you're getting applause from them, but this is exactly what happens. Well, we're gonna do it like this, and then I get there and, no, we're not doing it that way. But nobody tells me. But not that I'm complaining. Yes, well, I understand, I'm gonna come to that. And the nice thing, no, please wait here. I've been telling her for weeks I'm gonna say bad things about her. But of course, I won't say bad things about her.
One more meeting.
Well, that's another story. This is exactly the problem. I'm going to allude to this later. I never get the last word. All right, let me get to my remarks. So, by being last, I had the advantage of hearing what everybody else said, and I was impressed as Erin went through her 4 steps of grief. And it reminded me that I'm really the reason, I'm the cause, I'm the problem that causes us to be here. Because on that evening in January when you were going to announce your retirement, February, unbeknownst to all of us, pardon me? 21st. Sorry. All right. Well, unbeknownst to all of us, including Erin and Maddie, Diane was going to announce her retirement. And she said to me in the city council meeting, when we came to the citizen appearances, she said, can I speak? Well, we were coming, of course, into the spring election, and she had been talking to us about the needs for staffing and all the issues. And I thought she had something she wanted to say about that. And so I foolishly allowed her to speak, and she announced her retirement, and we were all flabbergasted, flat-footed. And I, to this day, hold myself responsible. If I had not given her access to the microphone, she would still be working. And she got me again one last time. She caught me. So it was nice to hear all the kind remarks that everybody had to say. And well, I'm coming to that too. You want to do mine? Might just be easier. So I wrote mine out because I didn't want to get anything wrong, and look at this, I'm already making mistakes. So I have had the privilege in the time I've been interacting with the city government, long before I was elected, I've worked with 4 city clerks in Sun Prairie. First one was Bernie Call, and I bet a lot of your city clerk friends know Bernie. I understand from Diane he's now retired, but he was here in Sun Prairie, and this was in the early 70s. It was a much smaller city, a much smaller government and different operations. And Bernie was a very nice gentleman, very soft-spoken, but he had a whole lot of issues. There was no city administrator, so everything went through him. The person that replaced Bernie, and I always am telling Diane about this person, hoping that she will be a role model for Diane, was Edna Markstaller. And if you knew Edna, and there are people, I see Errol here, he knew Edna. She was just as nice a person as they came. And then, of course, Diane. And now replacing Diane, unfortunately here with us tonight, is Elena Hilby. And she will be here now. I have never worked with her as a city clerk. I will have the honor soon. But
I have 3 days with her to straighten her out.
well, I'm going to hit that too. Make some notes on the back here so you can correct them line by line. So I've worked with a community organization, been involved with Elena, and I know she is a great person and will make an excellent city clerk. So I consider myself treasured, opportune that I have had that opportunity. But of course, we're not here to talk about these people. We're here to talk about Diane. And we're here to talk about it as a celebration. It's not a sad occasion, it's a happy occasion. So I first met Diane about 30 years ago. And at that time, she was the city administrator's secretary. Was that the title at the time? Titles have changed now, but it was secretary at the time.
She was assistant.
Assistant?
Oh, You always said you were the.
Well, okay, so the whole family could get in on this. Correct the mayor, it's kind of something that mother will teach you. So I would say to Diane, she looks so young now, she must have been right out of high school when she took that job, and she had already been there a couple of years when I first met her. And she says no, she had already been out for a while. So, you know, she's probably changed a lot, and I don't remember a lot about Diane from 30 years ago. However, I do know that she was already bossy and opinionated at that time. Quiet. You were never quiet. You were never quiet then. And in fact, you caused some rhubarbs at that time. You got everybody riled up, and you were proud of it. You're a community organizer. Well, we got to the bottom of that too. Yeah, we did.
Solve that problem.
We did together. So I have been impressed with how she's advanced herself in the city clerk's role. It's a demanding field with many requirements, from staffing to committees to collecting fees, providing notices, and of course, handling the ever-changing world of elections. And there is probably much more. In fact, some things were pointed out this evening, and I thought of many more aspects of the job that I don't know about and can't even appreciate. She has worked her way up and is now retiring as a respected professional, and we're hearing that this evening. In the 2 years I've worked with Diane, I have come to depend on her ability to know the facts, to have the facts in order, and her ability to advise me on the fly on how matters should be handled. I suppose 20 years of clerking experience, she has seen it all, and I have benefited greatly from her experience, and I'm serious about that, Diane. I keep telling her I will miss her, and that is the truth. She has become for me the rock I rely on, so I will miss that peace of mind she provides. However, I also tell her I'm looking forward to saying something without having it be contradicted. Elena, are you listening? Without having it contradicted by the city clerk, as I'm sure Elena will not do, and as Aaron and Maddie do not do now. Aaron and Maddie, you don't contradict me.
Never.
No.
You.
No, I don't think they're that young. I think they're probably trained. Maddie is probably my hope. Aaron's probably a lost cause. So this doesn't bode well, does it? I can see these words will come back to haunt me. So I will truly miss you, Diane. I have come to know you as a friend. I've come to be more closely associated with you this time around, and I have come to think of you as a friend and somebody I can count on, somebody I look forward to seeing, somebody that knows what's going on in this community and can at times help me understand. And I will miss that. I wish you the best of luck in your retirement and the joy. And I have one more item, don't I? And is it up here, Aaron? Because I never know where these are either. Here's another thing city clerks do to you. First of all, it's buried under here, so yeah.
You're the last one.
Yeah, I know. So here, and of course it's not in the folder that never comes out. They give it to you and then you haven't signed it. But the best thing that city clerks do, here's what they do. They write these proclamations, but you never get to see them ahead of time. And then what they like to do are put tricky words in there. Words you aren't used to seeing. And all of a sudden you're reading along and you say, oh my goodness. Yeah. Now this one I did very enjoyably. I had the chance, I did. Well, they gave it to me ahead of time. I got to see it because Maddie asked me if I'd like to sign it, and so I thought that was a nice touch. So she left it with me long enough to read it, and I think you probably wrote it because it's very nice. One last time she did a look at, now it's all cattywampus here, I'm gonna have to read it sideways. So, and did you notice the state, when Gary comes in, he's got them, they're on wood, you know, city council members, maybe we ought to up it here a little bit. President, you know.
Give us a project, goals, you have to talk to the administrator.
Well, okay, city administrator, maybe we could put an extra $20 in the budget. And I think we recycle these. We like to make the dollars go a long way here. So, would you please? Yeah, return it to us. All right, now this is very serious. So whereas the city of Sun Prairie is proud to recognize Diane Hermann-Brown for her 32 years of service to the city of Sun Prairie, and whereas Diane was hired by the city of Sun Prairie on January 7th, 1985 as an administrative assistant in the administration office, and through her work as a conscientious and dedicated employee has risen to the position of city clerk. And whereas Diane has